Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Raphael in the 3-minute pool on ICC. And, ooh, we got something unusual. I guess I'll just play this way and then probably go d5 when he takes. Don't quite know like what this system is that we're playing. I wonder if it's okay to play this move. I'm going to try it. Knight h6 and attempt to go to f5. It's pretty weird, but actually I have good pressure on e3 and the d4 pawn. Okay, I'll take here. Just see if we can win the bishop pair at some point, probably. So we'll just go here, apply more pressure to d4. Kind of want to just go b6, but I can also take on e3 at any moment. Let's go b6, though. We'll just sneak in bishop b7. So this highly experimental double fianchetto is working out okay, I would say, at the moment. Is he going to sack on f7 or something? It seems unsound if he were to do that, so... Interesting. Queen f3. So d4 is kind of just flapping in the wind here, but I can't really go for it right now. Knight a5, he'll play bishop d5, I assume. So what about e6? E6, he'll play bishop takes e6, I'm guessing. Oh, this might be okay. Let's do that. So now I cover the d5 square. He's swinging the queen over. H6. H6 would be very normal. Too bad I can't take on e3. Yeah, let's go h6. Brings the knight back to f3. d4. What's up with d4? d4 is just hanging, isn't it? Nah, he can take, and then, okay, h6 that hangs at the end. I see. h5, I can take on e3. Taking on e3 is by far the simplest way of playing this position. So we'll do that. Let me go queen e7. Just defend e6 a little bit better. My time situation is bad, though, now. It's a poor time situation. I want to go e5. That's what I would like to do. Okay, let's go for it. Hoping knight d5 doesn't like win material or anything for him. Okay, queen here. He's being very annoying. Okay, what's up with f5? We're just taking on d4. Let's just take on d4. I don't get the purpose of queen h4. Oh, it's that? Okay. Guess I'll take...
Check.
He's going knight e7. Better go here, so he doesn't have knight g5 with tempo. Okay, and now... Huh. Alright, I'm going to sack something. This is not too sound, but I really just got to make a decision at this point. This guy's playing way too fast for my liking. Way too fast and good. Let's go here.
Time.
Bring the queen in. His bishop e2, however. Go here, defend the pawn. How else to play it? Yeah, this is not good. We'll go here. At least now I'm attacking his bishop again. Okay, he's just letting me take that. He can go... Okay.
Check.
Alright, this is going to get weird, because after he takes on f8, I can play e2. And actually, I'm doing pretty well here.
Check.
He has to allow this. Yeah, and he has some checks in this position. Quite a few checks, actually. Just going to go queen e3. almost immediately after whatever he does. Try to trade queens and somehow like not lose this endgame. Try not to lose. I don't think he's gonna allow me much though.
Check.
Just pre-move that.
Check.
Draw.
See if
Check.
he takes the draw. No.
Check.
Probably take here now. He's got to take my queen.
Check.
Let's hide. Oh no, I'm getting mated.
Check.
Nope, I'm not getting mated. But it's still not good. I'm just total pre-move now.
Check.
No! I'm mating him! No! He let up the checks and I was mating him, but I had no time left. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Did I have mate on the spot? I had mate on the spot with queen e1. Oh. I just tried something. You know what he should have done? He should have played like queen e5 or queen f4. Some move like that. But he did that and I had mate. I had queen e1 and also queen f2. Alright, well let's have a look at this game. That was a pretty funny ending. I'm not even mad I lost that game. That was just a funny ending. This was very experimental. You know, he played e3, which can't be the most testing move of bishop g7. If he had played knight c3, I was going to try to maneuver the game into a Jinji Indian with c5. But yeah, I'm very happy with how the game went in the opening. d5, I thought he should just take. If he had captured on d5, I would have played knight f6. This is a common idea, because I don't want to take with the queen necessarily, because I lose the tempo after knight c3. Contrary to the Scandinavian, this is not a good Scandinavian, because the position's a little bit too open, and his knight coming to c3 would not be blocking a pawn on c2. So therefore, I go knight f6 in the hopes of taking on d5 with the knight, is what I would have done. But, yeah, he played bishop e3, and that encouraged me to do this kind of unusual move, knight h6. But the f5 square just looks so juicy for my knight, attacking e3 and also d4. This seems a little weird to me. I don't really like that move for him, b3. Especially since he goes knight c3 on the next move. It just looks a little weakening. Possibly I had something better in the opening. I'm going to check the position after knight g5. Because yeah, I was curious what to do here. I couldn't quite figure it out. Engine says just don't worry about it. Take the pawn on d4. Well, I was worried about pressure here. But I guess he can't really favorably do anything with this,
Check.
right? Yeah, I've got everything covered. Even if he were to drive away the knight on f5, I still have d4 defended twice by my queen and bishop. So that's no worry. After bishop b7 and then here, yeah, maybe I should go knight a5. I was hesitant to do this because I saw he had bishop d5 and I didn't really want to take here, but in hindsight, I don't know why I wasn't willing to do that. Bishop takes, let's say knight takes, h6, drive his knight away. Yeah, it looks fine. Looks totally fine. Instead, I kind of allowed him some counterplay. e6 and the queen came over to h3. You know, I was curious about bishop takes e6 roundabout here. If this was at all good for him. Take and then take here, and he can try to get a rook and two pawns for the two minors. Oh, but I have this move. Okay. Discovered attack on his queen and also hitting his knight. So if he were to play queen takes b7, I can take on e6. So the tactics favor black. Okay. Makes sense. My minor pieces are pretty swarming here. I spent a lot of time. He's moving very fast. He's only burned 20 seconds, and I've already taken over a minute. Closing in on a minute and a half here. So here I could just take on d4. take, probably take with the bishop, I'd imagine. And then he can take on h6. That's why I didn't go for this line. I thought he could take on h6, but computer says I'm better with the 2 bishops like this. Yeah, that actually does look pretty good. These bishops are awesome. This one's also attacking c3. So, uphill battle for him to play that position. Yeah, these are the positions I struggle in. I mean, look at the amount of time I took for that move, knight takes e3. You know, too much time, really. 22 seconds. 22 seconds when you have 1:40 and your opponent hasn't used that much. That's a lot in a 3-minute game. And now the position's only equal. Yeah, he's got twice as much time as I do right here. I do think I played it fairly well after this. As best I could in time pressure. I didn't quite get the idea of queen h4, but when he did it to support knight e7, that makes a lot of sense. So, computer thinks I should just play rook d7 and cover that. I agree. It's a much better move than what I played. I was like, okay, let's just do something. Then he took,
check.
And then knight check, and wins c6. This wouldn't be so bad if I could do this, but I thought he would just take on d4 in that case. And maybe f5. Okay, computer says f5 is giving me decent play, but couldn't figure it all out with the amount of time I have. You can see my time situation is so dire right now. Yeah, and here he should just be doing very well, but okay, e2. Knight e1 was a pretty bad move by him. It doesn't look like a good idea. And I could have played even better. e2. Why is e2 so good? I'm just trying to get something into d4 with check. So if he takes here, I can go... Oh, g5. Huh. Queen g3, queen d4 check. Yeah, and pick up the bishop. Okay. But yeah, I got a nice position. It looked for a second like he was doing well after h4, but actually that's a pretty significant mistake in view of g4. Yeah, now knight d3 and I take on e2. He gets knight f4 in, but my compensation and counterplay with the e-pawn is significant. Okay, I guess queen c2 would have been even stronger here. Why is that? Because it holds f5? Is that why? Check. Knight check, king here. If he takes, I have e2 and I'm crushing. Uh-huh. Yeah, and then in this case, queen takes f5 just goes down in flames. I mean, I could even just take here if I wanted, and then queen on the next move when he captures. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, moot point and time pressure. I just played here instinctively just because the queen being on d2 supports my pawn coming to the queening square.
Check.
Okay, so here he could give perpetual check, it seems. Or bail out otherwise. Knight g7, king h8, knight g6. I assume if I go here, yeah, he also has something. Take. Now somehow it's equal. Despite it looking pretty bad for black still. Queen b2. Wow. Amazing that black is still drawing here. That's the strength of this passed pawn. That's crazy. If he takes it, take on f1, and black is even better. Wow. Yeah. Oh, well actually I guess it makes sense that I would not be worse here. I was thinking I was still down material at this point, but that's not the case. I haven't been down material for a while in this position. So, since after I won on e2.
Check.
But yeah, he did this, and then position should be winning for black. I just didn't have enough time. It was fun trying to win this with like 10 seconds on my clock, though.
Check, 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 check.
Running the king around.
Check, check, check.
I'm just pre-moving like crazy here. And I thought for a second I got mated. Queen f3 is forced checkmate in 17, apparently.
Check, check,
I just can't believe I didn't get it. Yeah, I had like 0.1 seconds left right here, so 0.2 or something. Oh, if only I would have played queen f2 or queen e1, that would have been the checkmate of the century with that amount of time. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that game against Raphael, and please leave me any feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with another Blitz game. Bye.